All right, wasn't planning to make this video either, but as I was going through the Tesla news, I saw this Tesla versus Rivian lawsuit with Tesla as the plaintiff, Rivian as the defendant. Just read through the entire court case, highlighted the main points, and so I want to share it with you guys. Definitely disappointing. I was rooting for Rivian, and I still may be after the dust settles, but this is a bummer for sure. And I know that this type of stuff goes on, but for Tesla to file a lawsuit, it's obviously a material issue. So let's just get into it. This was filed July 17th, so just a few days ago. Tesla has uncovered 3 additional employees taking Tesla's highly valuable confidential information as they left for Rivian. So basically, as Rivian tries to poach people from Tesla, a few of those employees have been caught red-handed taking proprietary information. 2 were questioned by Tesla's investigators, both falsely denied having taken anything. Tesla's investigation is continuing, and Tesla has since identified 2 more former Tesla employees who are now working for Rivian and who also likely misappropriated Tesla trade secret, confidential, or proprietary info. There are 4 prior Tesla employees mentioned: Tammy Pascal, Kim Wong, Jessica Saran, and Carrington Bradley. Further goes on to say, Tesla, as the world leader in EVs and vehicle automation, is Rivian's #1 target from which to acquire info, including trade secret, confidential, and proprietary info. To date, Rivian has hired 178 ex-Tesla employees, roughly 70 of which joined Rivian directly from Tesla. 13 of Rivian's recruiters are former Tesla employees. These recruiters are thus familiar with the types of info to which Tesla employees have access and what type of information would be useful to Rivian. They're also familiar with Tesla's several agreements, policies, and practices that forbid Tesla employees, including former employees, from disclosing Tesla's confidential and proprietary info to Tesla's competitors or other third parties. As a condition of employment, all Tesla employees, of course, must sign a non-disclosure agreement or an NDA, and these employees in question did indeed sign the NDA. Getting into it, Kim Wong worked at Tesla as a staff recruiter until she left to work for Rivian. Earlier this year, Wong was contacted by Vince Duran at Rivian, who had been her manager when he was at Tesla. Duran recruited Wong to join Rivian. She accepted Rivian's offer of employment on June 30th. Before Wong left Tesla, Duran instructed her that Rivian did not have the recruiting templates, structures, formulas, or documents that would be needed for Rivian's recruitment efforts. Such information and documents, as Wong admitted, would be particularly useful for Rivian as a startup that was currently building a sales force. Goes on to say, Wong sent at least 16 highly confidential and trade secret recruiting documents from Tesla's network to her Gmail account, including various guides and templates developed by Tesla. Some of the information she took: Tesla's high-volume recruiting process, providing a roadmap for recruiting and building out large manufacturing or vehicle service workforce. By way of example, these files included group interview process PowerPoint, which included statistics on Tesla hiring pipelines for sales positions and detailed info about Tesla's hiring process, which was marked proprietary and confidential business info, and also an interview training guide, which was a PowerPoint presentation. Even more harmful to Tesla, Wong took highly sensitive trade secret, compensation, and bonus info for Tesla sales personnel to use at Rivian, including things like base pay rates, target bonuses, new hire equity awards, and incentive-based compensation numbers. For example, the Tesla Advisor Overview document she had salary rates, equity grants, bonus tiers, and fluctuations therein for various positions and performance levels. Knowing Tesla's pay scales would provide Rivian a huge competitive advantage in its efforts to poach Tesla's vehicle sales and service employees as Rivian builds out its business. Moving on to Tammy Pascal, investigators discovered the misappropriation and interviewed Pascal by phone July 6, 2020. Pascal falsely denied taking any documents from Tesla. When pressed, she continued her denial, claiming to only have taken her personal documents. Only after investigators confronted her with specific documents she had taken, Pascal finally confessed to taking the confidential and proprietary documents. When asked to work with one of the Tesla investigators to delete Tesla's documents from her personal cloud-based storage, Pascal declined, claiming she did not have access to a computer at her residence. Who works for Tesla in 2020 and doesn't have a computer? I don't know. In fact, as Tesla later learned, Pascal still had possession of her Tesla laptop, and her husband is an IT professional. Apparently, after some back and forth, Pascal shared the screen of her phone and claimed she had already deleted the documents. Throughout the process, she stopped screen sharing several times, preventing Tesla investigators from seeing what she was doing. Investigators convinced Pascal to search for Tesla. When she did, numerous files were briefly visible to the Tesla investigators via the screen share, but she abruptly ended the session and said all the remaining files were personal. She then refused to cooperate. This is even more concerning because Pascal, contrary to Tesla's demands, has kept her Tesla laptop. Tesla demanded she return her laptop immediately following the interviews, yet as of the filing of this complaint, the laptop has not been returned. Moving on to Jessica Ceron, defendant, worked at Tesla as manager, environmental health and safety, where she oversaw safety operations. March 21st, she signed an offer letter from Rivian. 3 days later, she used her Tesla-issued laptop to access several confidential and proprietary documents. Ceron then sent the documents to her personal Gmail account and afterward tried to delete them from her desktop computer. Some of the information was specifications for manufacturing equipment, specifications regarding manufacturing robotics, and manufacturing equipment requirements. This would provide a playbook for Rivian to set up manufacturing operations for building EVs. For example, one of the documents, Procedure Equipment Design, provides a detailed step-by-step guidebook for the start-to-finish management of the incredibly complex task of installing and setting up manufacturing and automation processes. Even after investigators showed Ceron the documents she had taken, Ceron still denied taking or accessing them. When pressed even further, she finally admitted to sending only one confidential document to herself and claimed no knowledge of the rest. Moving on to the fourth, Carrington Bradley. Mr. Bradley's role at Rivian is senior manager for charging development, presumably to build a charging network for Rivian to mimic Tesla's supercharger network. To build out Rivian's charging network, Rivian has heavily recruited Tesla employees with expertise in charging and modeling. Experts in charging and modeling are only part of the team needed to build this network. Rivian also needs experts in the deployment and management of a charging network. Bradley forwarded to his personal email address a list of highly curated select group of high-level Tesla employees who are experts in the development and management of charging networks, precisely the type of team Rivian needs to deploy its own charging network. And what do you know, soon after Bradley began working for Rivian, members of this select group of employees at Tesla were recruited by Rivian. Quickly, Rivian's response. July 10, Tesla sent a letter to Rivian describing the thefts of information by these employees. In a call on July 15th between Rivian General Counsel and Tesla Vice President, yada yada, Rivian had only talked with one single employee about the allegations who confirmed that she had misappropriated Tesla documents. Nonetheless, Rivian said that they were satisfied with this employee based on her say-so that she deleted everything, despite the confirmed misappropriation of Tesla trade secret info and the history of false denials when questioned about these takings. It then goes into saying there's, of course, potentially additional violations. About 70 Tesla employees joined Rivian directly from Tesla, with 22 of those leaving in the last 4 months. Using recently acquired sophisticated electronic security monitoring tools, Tesla investigators were able to catch 4 of those employees red-handed. They have the data that shows what these people did. So what Tesla's looking for with this lawsuit: 1, that the court issue a preliminary and permanent injunction ordering the return of Tesla's confidential info, trade secrets, etc. 2, Tesla be awarded its actual and consequential damages according to proof at trial. One that I highlighted, that Tesla will be awarded reasonable royalties to the fullest extent available under applicable law. What do you guys think about this? As I said, I'm not naive. I know this kind of stuff happens all the time, but I viewed Rivian in a different light, and hopefully RJ Scaringe at Rivian didn't have any hand in the cookie jar in this one. I doubt we'll ever find out for sure either way, but once again, just disappointing news. Maybe it's just me and this isn't a big deal, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And since I'm uploading this today, I'm going to wait until tomorrow for the regularly scheduled video, but yeah. That's all for now. Hopefully you guys have a good night. See you soon.